Hi everyone, welcome to Chandan Logics. You all know that students who are preparing for bank, SSC, railway, police, defense, CSAT and other competitive exams are very familiar about Chandan Logics. Why the reason is, Chandan Logics have trained lakhs of students, and out of those lakhs of students, already thousands of students secured government jobs in various sectors. Now, how this is possible to us? This is possible to us only because of our expert faculty team and our exclusive designed curriculum for examination. If you observe our expert faculty team, each and every faculty is having vast experience and they're having in-depth subject knowledge based on the present examination pattern, and they have trained lakhs of students. And coming to our curriculum, we have designed our curriculum in such a way that our video lectures are completely digital interactive video lectures where we are going to teach each and every subject in depth, complete concept oriented teaching and complete time saving techniques based on the recent examinations. And we are going to conduct mock examinations also. These mock examinations are exclusively based on the real-time experience of what actual examination is going to happen. And we are going to provide you complete concept-oriented PDF materials also. If you are a serious aspirant and looking for the right platform to achieve your dream job, download Chandan Logics app.
Let us discuss the next pattern of questions. In this pattern of questions, we have two different categories. One is to find the missing number and other is to find the repeated number. And while finding the missing number, the concept whatever we are going to use is exactly similar to whatever the concept we have just used earlier. The same concept we are going to use to solve the questions based upon missing number. This concept is really important, and even these type of questions comes in examination frequently, and this is like very simple as well. You just observe how I am solving those questions so that even you will understand how to solve those questions very easily. Okay, so let us look at the question. So what question is saying is the average age of A, B and C is 26 years. If the average age of A and C is 29 years, what is the age of B? So we need to find the age of B. Look here, if I need to solve this question normally if I need to solve this question, 3% average is how much? 3% average age is 26 years. Out of this 3%, 2% average age is how much? Average age is 29 years. We are supposed to find the remaining percent. Yes or no? Now if I need to do this in a traditional way, then how do I calculate it? How do I calculate it? Means total 3% sum. Total 3% sum is going to be 3 into 26. Out of this total sum, we need to subtract the 2%, which is 2 into 29. Yes or no? Now I am going to get what is the value of that left out percent. If I am going to simplify, if you want, you can cross check it also. Simplify it. When you are going to simplify it, it is going to be 60 plus 18, which is going to be 78 minus 2 into 29. So 2 into 29 is going to be how much? It is going to be 58. Yes or no? Now if you are going to simplify, we'll come to know that answer is going to be 60. This is how you solve it in a traditional way. But in examination point of view, you cannot do all this procedure. Yes or no? Then how to solve these type of questions? Very simple. Observe here carefully. In the question it is said like 3%. Now this 3% average age is how much? 26 years. Similarly, out of those 3%, 2% average. 2% average is 29 years. You are asked to find one more person who is left out. His average is how much? Look here, if you observe this question carefully, in this 3% are A, B, C. Yes or no? In this 2% are A, C. Yes or no? In this 1% is nothing but B. Now if you observe here, this question is exactly similar to whatever the questions we have solved earlier. In earlier, whatever I have told you is when group average is given, and out of the group, if two groups average is given and if they are asking us to find the remaining group average, then how to calculate? That is what I have told you earlier. The same concept we are going to use. Now here you have total persons average. Out of this total persons, we already know some persons average. They are asking us to find the remaining persons average, which is the same as the concept whatever we have discussed earlier. Yes or no? The same concept I am going to apply. Look here carefully. If you observe here carefully, total 3% average is 26. If total 3% average is 26, which means each and every person should be 26, 26, 26. Yes or no? But if you observe here, this is 29. As this is 29, this is more. This is more. Yes or no? How much more? How much more means 3 more. 3 more for how many percents? 2%. So 2 into 3, now this is 6 more. As I got 6 more, now to balance the equation, what should happen? The left out person should get 6 less. Yes or no? That is what we have learned. As I got 6 more, to balance it, this fellow should get 6 less. As this fellow should get 6 less, actual average is 26. But this fellow should get 6 less. So 26 minus 6, we can say that this left out person is going to be 20. So B in terms of years is nothing but 20 years, which is same as answer whatever we got earlier. Yes or no? So these are like very, very simple questions. Now this is similar to whatever the concept we have discussed earlier. The same concept I am going to use. Now total will be mentioned. Out of this, sum will be mentioned and they will ask us to find the left out one. So simple, you try to balance it. Once if you are trying to balance it, if you are getting a positive value, you need to subtract. If you are getting a negative value, you need to add. That's it. Nothing more than that. Okay. Let us solve some more questions. Let us look at the next one. What is the next question? The average temperature of first 3 days is 27 degrees Celsius and of the next 3 days is 29 degrees Celsius. If the average temperature of whole week means total how many days? 7 days. 7 days is 28.5 degrees Celsius. What is the temperature of the last day? Which means one last day is left. Now you are supposed to find that one particular day temperature. Very simple. Now look here. Total 7 days. Total 7 days. Total 7 days average temperature is how much? Total 7 days average temperature is 28.5. It is said like first 3 days average temperature is how much? 27. Last 3 days or like next 3 days average temperature is how much? 29. Now you are supposed to find the last day. Yes or no? This is nothing but your missing number. Same I have told you, whenever you have questions based on missing number, you can use the same concept whatever we have discussed just earlier. Okay. Now look here, 7 numbers I know, out of these 3 numbers I know, I need to find this missing number. Okay. Look here, 7 numbers average is 28.5, which means each and every number should be 28.5, 28.5, 28.5. Yes or no? But this is 27, which is lesser. Yes or no? How much less? How much less means 1.5 less. Okay. Similarly, if you look at this one, this is more. Yes or no? How much more? How much more means it is 0.5 more. Okay. Now you need to simplify it. Now to simplify this, either you can calculate or you can make it much simple. If I am going to calculate it in a normal way, then what happens? 3 into minus 1.5 is nothing but minus 4.5. Okay. Similarly, 3 into 0.5 is nothing but plus 1.5. Now if you do this, you are going to get minus 3, which means you are going to get 3 less. As you are going to get 3 less, now this last fellow should have 3 extra. Why? Because I need to balance. If I need to balance means I am getting 3 less. Overall for these 6, I got 3 less. As I got 3 less, if I need to balance means this fellow should have 3 more. As this fellow should have 3 more, actual average is 28.5. Yes or no? But this fellow should have 3 more, so 28.5 plus 3. So we can say that answer is going to be 31.5. So we can say that answer is 31.5. Okay. Now if you want to make calculation simple, either you can do here also calculation. Instead of doing this, if you look here, even here, if you observe here you have how many? 3 days. Here you have how many? 3 days. So simply what you can do, as you have 3 days in common, what I can do is like directly instead of simplifying it, I can take the difference here. If I am going to take the difference here, minus 1.5 plus 0.1 is nothing but minus 1. Yes or no? Now minus 1. Minus 1 for how many? 3. So it is reason minus 1 into 3. Minus 1 into 3 is like minus 3. Yes or no? So that is reason either you can simplify them individually and get it, or else as this is 3 and this is 3, as both of them are same, you can directly simplify here itself. Minus 1.5 plus 0.5, difference is minus 1 for how many? 3 numbers. So minus 1 into 3, minus 3. As you got minus 3, now if I need to balance it, this fellow should have 3 extra. As this fellow should have 3 extra, 28.5 plus 3, which is going to be 31.5. Okay. Let us look at your next question. What is your next question? The average of 25 results is 20. The average of first 12 results is 15. And that of last 12 is 18. Then the 13th result. Look here, even this is similar. In this all questions, you are supposed to find missing number. That's it. Nothing more than that. Look here, we have 25 results. Now 25 results, average is how much? 20. Out of this 25, first 12 average is how much? 15. Okay. And similarly, last 12 average is how much? Last 12 average is 18. Now you are supposed to find that 13th number. 13th number is nothing but missing number. You need to find that. Yes, cross check here. Now actual average is like 20. Okay. Now if you look at this one, this is 5 less than average. Okay. Why? Because this is actual average is 20, but these 12 numbers are 5 less than average. Now if you look at this one, now this is like 2 less than average, so minus 2. Now if you want, you can simplify it, or else you can make this calculation simple. Minus 5 minus 2 is nothing but minus 7. Minus 7 for how many? Minus 7 for how many means 12 numbers. So minus 7 into 12. Now this is going to be minus 84. Now here I got 84 less. As I got 84 less, now this fellow should be 84 more. 84 more means actual average is 20. 20 and 84 more, so 20 plus 84, so I can say that this number is going to be 104, which is going to be option 3. Very simple. And look here, if you want, you can calculate it separately. 12 into minus 5 minus 60. Similarly, 12 into minus 2, that is nothing but minus 24, which is minus 60 minus 24 minus 84. Again you will get the same answer. But what am I trying to do is like, I am trying to make calculation simple. Just look here, if you want, 12 into how much? Minus 5. Yes or no? 12 into minus 5. Look here, this is minus 5 into 12. Similarly, this one is like minus 2 into 12. Okay. Now what am I trying to do? I am taking 12 common. When I am taking 12 common, now it is going to be minus 5 minus 2, which is same as 12 into minus 7. Yes or no? The same thing I am writing here. 12 into minus 7. So either you can simplify it, or else to make calculation simple, as here you are having same numbers 12. That is the reason what you can do is like, instead of doing it separately, take this and directly multiply it with 12, so that your calculation will become much easier. Okay. Let us look at your next question. What is your next one? Average of 9 numbers is 30. Average of first 5 numbers is 25. And that of last 3 numbers is 35. What is the 6th number? Look here. In this you have 9 numbers. 9 numbers average is how much? 30. Okay. First 5 numbers average. First 5 numbers average is how much? 25. Similarly, last 3 numbers average is how much? Average is 35. Look here, out of 9 numbers, 5 plus 3, 8 numbers are completed. Now remaining is like 1 number. Now they are asking us to find about this 1 number. Okay, very simple. Observe here carefully. Actual average is 30. Now if you look at this 25 is 5 less than 30. Okay, na? 5 less than 30. If you look at this is 35, which means 5 more than 30. As it is 5 more, now this is like plus 5. Look here, now what many of the guys will do? Again they will cancel minus 5 plus 5. No. You are not supposed to do that. Look here carefully. If you observe here carefully, in the previous questions you are having the same number here, like 12. Look here, if you want, you are having the same number 12. Similarly, if you observe here 3, which means in the previous questions you have same number, but in this it is not same number. Here it is 5, here it is 3. That is the reason you need to calculate them separately. So look here, 5 into minus 5 is nothing but minus 25. Okay. Similarly, 3 into plus 5 is nothing but plus 15. Overall, if you check here, you are going to get 10 less. As you are getting 10 less, now what should happen means this last number should have 10 more. To balance this last number should have 10 more. 10 more means actual average is 30. But this should have 10 more. Why? Because I need to balance this. As I need to balance this, it should have 10 more. So last number is going to be 40. So we can say that the sixth number, what is the sixth number means 40. Why? Because actual average is 30. But as I am getting 10 less, as I need to balance it, this should be 10 more. As it should be 10 more, 30 plus 10, it is going to be 40. Okay. Look at the next one. The sum of 5 numbers is 150. So look here, this is like really important. Again, many of the guys get confused here. Now it is mentioned as sum, not average. Okay, it is sum. Now what many of the guys will do? Again, they will take it as average. No, this is sum. Sum of 5 numbers is 150. The average of first 2 numbers is 25 and third number is 60. What is the average of last 2 numbers? We are supposed to find average of last 2 numbers. Look here, 5 numbers sum is how much? 5 numbers sum is 150. If sum is 150, average is going to be how much? Average is going to be 30, which means 5 numbers average is going to be 30. It is said that out of these 5 numbers, first 2 numbers average is going to be how much? 25. And third number which is like only 1, so third number is going to be 60. Okay, now they are asking last 2 numbers. We are supposed to find about the last 2 numbers. Look here carefully. If you observe here carefully, actual average is 30. If actual average is 30, each and every number should be 30. If you look at this one, this is 25, which means it is less. Yes or no? How much less? How much less means 5 less. If you look at this one, this is more than 30. How much more than 30? 30. So 30 more than 30. So plus 30. Now you need to multiply this. 2 into minus 5 is nothing but minus 10. Similarly, 1 into plus 30 is nothing but plus 30. If you do it overall, you are going to get it as plus 20. Yes or no? Now what happened? As you are getting 20 more, now what you need to do is like you need to subtract the 20. As you need to subtract the 20, now this is going to be how much means these 2 numbers should be 30. Which means these 2 numbers average should be 30. As you are getting 20 more, you need to subtract this 20. But remember one point here carefully. In this, here you have 2 numbers. In the previous here you have only 1 number. Here also if you check, here you have only 1. But in this what happened is, as you are having 2 numbers, that is reason you need to divide it. Why? Because while adding or subtracting, distribute and add, distribute and subtract. That is what we have learned. So it is reason 20 by 2 is nothing but 10. So 30 minus 10, we can say that these 2 numbers average is going to be 20. So correct answer for this question is going to be 20. Very simple question. Okay, but don't forget, as it is 2 numbers, now you are getting 20 extra, you need to subtract this 20. But while subtracting 20, don't forget to distribute and subtract. Okay, let us look at your next question. What is the next question? The average of 13 numbers is 47. The average of first 3 numbers is 39 and that of next 7 numbers is 49. The 11th number is 2 times the 12th number. So look here, 11th number is 2 times the 12th number and 12th number is 3 less than the 13th number. What is the average of 11th and 13th number? Now look here, this is exact question that was asked in mains examination. Exact question that was asked in CGL mains examination. Exact. Now even this question is similar to previous question, but in the last there is like a slight difference, nothing more than that. Okay, observe here carefully. How many numbers you have? 13 numbers. Okay, you have total 13 numbers. Now for these 13 numbers, what is the average? 13 numbers average is like 47. Okay, now what it is saying, the average of first 3 numbers is 39. Okay, next 7 numbers average is how much? 49. Okay, next what it is saying, you have 3 more numbers left out. Out of 13 numbers, 3 plus 7, 10 numbers completed. 10 numbers completed means remaining numbers are 11th number and 12th number, finally 13th number. You are left out with 3 numbers, 11th, 12th, 13th. Now what question is saying, 11th number is 2 times the 12th. 11th number is 2 times the 12th means if 12th number is x, then 11th number should be 2 times. 2 means 2x. Yes or no? 11th number is 2 times the 12th number and 12th number is 3 less than the 13th number. So 12th number should be 3 less than 13th number. So if I take 13th number as x plus 3, if 13th number is x plus 3, then 12th number should be 3 less than the 12th number. Okay, so 13th number will be 3 less than 12th number. Now this is sufficient. Now what your question is saying, 11th and 13th number average. So we are supposed to find average of 11th number and 13th number. Okay, let us calculate. Look here. Now how many numbers are left out? 3 numbers are left out. Now first I need to know what is the sum of these 3 numbers. If I need to know what is the sum of these 3 numbers, observe here carefully. What is the average of all 13? All 13 average is like 47. Okay. Now if you look at this one, 39 is less than 47. Yes or no? 39 is less than 47. How much less than 47? How much less than 47 means it is 8 less than 47. Okay. Now if you look at this one, this is 2 more than 47. Yes or no? Why? Because this is 49, this is 47, which means 2 more than 47. Now calculate it. If you calculate it, 3 into minus 8 is nothing but minus 24. Yes or no? 3 into minus 8 is nothing but minus 24. Similarly, 7 into 2 is going to be 14. If you observe here, finally you are going to get 10 less. Okay, look here. 3 into minus 8 is minus 24, 7 into 2 is like 14. So minus 24 plus 14 is like minus 10, which means finally I got 10 less. As I got 10 less, now this to balance this, I need to add this 10 extra. Yes or no? Now first I am trying to find the sum. Why? Because the question is not asking about 3 numbers average. The question is asking about only 11th, 13th numbers average. If it is 3 numbers average, I would have added directly and I would have divided by 3. But the question is not asking about 3 numbers average. The question is asking about only 11th and 13th number average. So first, that is the reason I need to find sum of these numbers. Okay. If I need to find sum of these 3 numbers, now 3 numbers actual average is how much? 47. As 3 numbers actual average is 47, sum is going to be 47 into 3. Okay. As the equation has to be balanced, I need to add this 10 extra. So plus 10. Now calculate it. If you are going to calculate 43 times 120, 7 3 times 21, 120 plus 21 is nothing but 141 plus 10. Now this is going to be 151, which means sum of the numbers 11th, 12th, 13th is going to be 150. Now observe here carefully. Now what is your question? Look here, this is like 2x. Okay. Now if you look at sum of these numbers, if you are going to do sum of these numbers, 2x plus x plus x plus 3 is equal to how much? Means 151. If you are going to add it, 2x plus x plus x, it is going to be 4x. 4x plus 3 is equal to 151. Okay. From this we can say that 4x is equal to how much? 148. Okay. From this x is equal to how much? Now 14 cancels in. 4 cancels here how many times? 4 3 times, it is going to be 12. Okay. How much remainder? 28 remainder. 4 7 times, it is going to be 28, which means value of x is 37. If value of x is 37, what is our question? Our question is to find average of 11th and 13th. As we need to calculate average of 11th and 13th, 11th number is nothing but 2x. Okay. 13th number is how much? Plus x plus 3. As I need to calculate average, as it is 2 numbers, so divide by 2. Okay. 11th number is 2x, 13th number is x plus 3. As I need to calculate average, when you are going to add it, 2x plus x is nothing but 3x. 3x plus 3. In this 3x plus 3, what I am doing is like I am taking 3 common. If I take 3 common, this would be 3 into x plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. Why? Because 2x plus x is nothing but 3x. From this 3x, if I take 3 common, it is 3 by 2 into x plus 1. Anyway, you know what is the value of x? Value of x is nothing but 37. As value of x is nothing but 37, now this is going to be 3 by 2 into x plus 1 means 37 plus 1, it is going to be 38. Now 38 cancels into how many times? 19 times. Now 3 into 19 is going to be 30 plus 27, which is going to be 57. Okay. So we can say that answer for this question is going to be 57. Look here, this question is like very good question, but the concept whatever we have learned, concept is like same. But the only thing is like here it is not mentioned directly to say what is the average of these 3 numbers. The question is asking about average of 11th and 13th. That is the reason we have calculated sum, then we need to find the value of x, and then we need to find the average of that. Simple. I am explaining it one more time. Listen here carefully. 13 numbers average is 47. Out of these 13 numbers, 3 numbers average is 39. 7 numbers average is 49. Now remaining numbers are how many? Remaining numbers are like 3 numbers. Now I need to find about these 3 numbers. Okay. Now what you have done? 39 is less than 47. How much less? 8 less. 49 is more than 47. How much? 2 more. Now 3 into minus 8 is like minus 24. 7 into 2 is like 14. Minus 24 plus 14 is nothing but minus 10. Which means this 3 numbers should get the 10 extra. Why? Because to balance the equation, these 3 numbers should get the 10 extra. Which means as these 3 numbers should get 10 extra, sum of these 3 numbers will be 47 into 3. Why? Because average is 47. As it is 3 numbers, 47 into 3 plus a 10 extra. As I have told you 10 extra, so plus 10 extra. Now this is going to be sum of 3 numbers. If sum of 3 numbers is 151, already in the question it is clearly said that 11th number is twice the 12th number, and 13th number is 12th number is 3 less than 13th number. Now using this, if you calculate the sum of 11th, 12th, 13th and equal to 151, then you will come to know what is the value of x. Once you know what is the value of x, you are supposed to find average of 11th and 13th number. 11th number is 2x, 13th number is x plus 3. So if you need to calculate average, means it is going to be 3 by 2 into x plus 1. Anyway, you know value of x. When you substitute here 3 by 2 into x plus 1, if you calculate, your answer is going to be 57. Okay. Let us look at next one. Even the next question is also something similar to that. The average of 24 numbers is 56. The average of first 10 numbers is 71.7, and that of next 11 numbers is 42. The next 3 numbers, that is 22nd, 23rd, 24th, are in the ratio. What is the ratio? 1 by 2 ratio 1 by 3 ratio 5 by 12. Now what are these numbers? What are these numbers means? 22nd number, 23rd number, 24th number. Okay. What is the average of 22nd, 24th? We are supposed to find average of these 2 numbers. Okay. Let us calculate. We have total how many numbers? 24 numbers. Okay. We have total 24 numbers. Now this 24 numbers average is how much? 56. Now it is said that first 10 numbers average. First 10 numbers average is nothing but 71.7. First 10 numbers. Similarly, next 11 numbers average is how much? 42. Now if you observe, you are left out with 3 more numbers. Now observe here carefully. If you observe here carefully, 5671 difference, 5671.7 difference is how much? Now for 60 it is going to be 4 less. Now this is 11.7 plus 4, which is going to be 15.7. Now this is going to be 15.7 more. Okay. Why? Because 56 is 4 less than 60 and 71.7 is 11.7 more than 60. So 11.7 plus 4, which is going to be 15.7. Similarly, if you look at 42, 42 is less than 56. Yes or no? 42 is how much less than 56? 42 is 14 less than 56. Okay. 42 is 14 less than 56. Now cancel. Now if you are going to calculate them, what is going to happen? 10 into 15.7 is nothing but 157. Now this is like plus 157. Similarly 11 into minus 14 is nothing but 140 plus 14. So 140 plus 14, it is going to be 154. This is minus 154. If you calculate it, this is going to be plus 3, which means we are going to get 3 extra. As we are going to get 3 extra, now this 3 has to be subtracted here to balance it. Okay, this 3 has to be subtracted to balance it. Now look here, this is not like 22nd, 23rd, 24 number average. If it is all of them combined together, directly I can subtract and I can distribute it. But it is about 22nd and 24th. That is the reason you need to calculate the sum. If you calculate the sum is going to be, total average is like 56. So that is the reason 56 into 3 numbers. As this is plus 3, to balance it, it has to be minus 3. Okay. Now 56 3 times will be 150 plus 18. 150 plus 18 is nothing but 168. So 168 minus 3. Now this is going to be 165. Okay. So sum of these numbers is nothing but 165. Now look here. If the sum of numbers is 165, now take the LCM for this ratio. Now if you take the LCM for this ratio, 2, 3, 12, LCM is like 12. Now what is the ratio of this? Ratio would be 6 ratio 4 ratio 5. Okay, 6 ratio 4 ratio 5. Total how many parts? Total how many parts means 15 parts. Yes or no? Now this 15 parts value is equal to how much? 165. If 15 parts is 165, we can say that one part is equal to how much? One part is 11. If one part is 11, our question is to find 22nd, 24th number average. Now 22nd, 24th number average means 22nd number is how many parts? 6 parts. 24th number is how many parts? 5 parts. Now 6 plus 5, total how many parts? Look here, we are supposed to calculate average. As we are supposed to calculate average, 22nd is 6 parts. 24th is 5 parts. 6 plus 5, 11 parts. So 11 by 2. Now we know that one part is 11. If one part is 11, 11 by 2 is nothing but 5.5 parts. Now as it is 5.5 parts, now it is going to be 5.5 into 11. Now 5.5 into 11 is nothing but 55 plus 5.5. 55 plus 5.5 is going to be 60.5. Which means answer for this question is going to be 60.5. Okay, very simple. Just what it is like 5.5 into 11, which is 55 plus 5.5. That is nothing but 60.5. Just the same procedure whatever we have done earlier. We are going to do the same procedure, but the only thing is like here you need to take LCM. When you take LCM and when you calculate the ratio, the question is saying about 22nd, 24th number average. So 22nd, 24th number average means 22nd number is 6 parts. 24 number is 5 parts. So 6 plus 5 is 11, 11 by 2. Why? Because you are calculating average. So 11 by 2 is nothing but 5.5 parts. If one part is 11, 5.5 is nothing but 5.5 into 11, which is nothing but 60.5. Okay. So this is how you can solve all the questions based upon this pattern. Okay. Let us look at the next question. Even this question is also asked in mains examination. Of the 3 numbers whose average is 26. So there are like 3 numbers whose average is 26. It is saying that the first is 2 by 11 times the sum of other 2. The first number is, we are supposed to find the first number. Look here, it is said like 3 numbers average is 26. If 3 numbers average is 26, then what is the sum? What is the sum? Sum is going to be 26 into 3. Yes or no? Why? Because if average is 26, then sum should be 26 into 3. Now already it is said like first number is 2 by 11 times the sum of other 2 numbers. Other 2 numbers means second number and third number. Yes or no? Which means I can say that this 2 by 11 is nothing but complete 3 numbers in terms of parts. Now 2 plus 11, it is going to be 13 parts. Yes or no? Now this 13 parts is nothing but sum of first number, second number and third number. Why? Because in the question it is clearly mentioned 2 by 11 is nothing but first number is 2 by 11th of sum of 2 by 11 times the sum of other 2 numbers, which means first number is 2 parts, second number and third number. Second number and third number are nothing but 11 parts. That is what mentioned in the question, which means 11 plus 2 total 13 parts, which means first number, second number, third number. All of them combined together 11 plus 2 total 13 parts. So 13 parts is nothing but first, second, third numbers combined together. Now this 13 parts sum should be equal to how much? Sum should be equal to 26 into 3. Okay. Now we are supposed to find the first number. First number is how many parts? First number is 2 parts. So we are supposed to find what is 2 parts value. Now calculate here. If we calculate here, 26 cancels in 13. How many times? 2 times. So 2 into 3, 6. Which means one part is 6. If one part is 6, 2 parts is going to be 12. Yes or no? So I can say that answer for this question is going to be 12. Very, very simple question. This is the exact question that was asked in CGL mains examination. And whatever the questions we are going to discuss, all these are nothing but questions that was asked in bank examinations, SSC examinations, railway examinations, CAT examinations, defense examinations. We are covering all the pattern of questions, all the examinations, so that it will be helpful for you to crack any pattern of examination. Okay, I am explaining it one more time. Observe here carefully. It is said that here first is 2 by 11 times the sum of second and third. That is what it was mentioned, which means this is like first number. Now this is like second and third number, which means first plus second plus third is going to be 2 plus 11, total 13 parts. In terms of parts, sum of first, second, third is like 13 parts. So 13 parts is equal to 26 into 3. Why? Because sum of numbers is nothing but 26 into 3. From this, one part is 6. If one part is 6, your question is what? Your question is nothing but 2 parts. 2 parts means first number. Your question is to find the first number. First number is like 2 parts. So we can say that 2 parts is nothing but 12. Okay, very, very simple. Now this is how you will solve questions based upon missing number. So all the questions based upon missing number are similar to whatever we have discussed earlier. Okay, now if you learn that one single concept, then what happens is whenever you have questions based upon missing number, the only thing is like you have to just balance it. Once if you know the concept of balancing, if you are getting a negative value here, then what you need to do? You need to add here. If you are getting a positive value here, you need to subtract here. That's it. If you are just balancing it, all the questions related to missing numbers can be solved in fraction of seconds. Is it clear?
If you're a serious aspirant and if you're looking for right platform to achieve your dream job, immediately download Chandanlogics app. For more details, contact below numbers. Thank you. All the best.